Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back on my channel. And as most of you already know, I have got qualified for Mr. Olympia 2020. And I would like to use this platform to keep you updated a little bit closer about what I am doing, what are my further plans, and a little bit more into my everyday routine. So before I start, I just want to let you know this is the first time when I am sharing any kind of like closer information with all of you. So first of all, English is not my first language, so please forgive all my mistakes. I am trying to adapt to everyone because I have a big group of people following me from Spain, a big group from United States, and one big group from Latvia. So I think as I am using English into my daily life myself, I feel more comfortable speaking English than any other languages. Plus, I think the major portion of people understand more English as well. And that is the reason as well why I'm using English into my Instagram, because I have a couple of questions. Usually girls are asking, why you don't speak Latvian? Well, I don't speak Latvian because very little percentage would really understand what I am saying. So yeah. So forgive me and let me just take it back a little bit. I started my journey 5 years ago. This is currently my 6th year being on prep. And this is one of the biggest years of my life because I am going towards something so big and something that I have been trying to accomplish for a very, very long time. For some girls, this journey is much faster, and for some it takes a much longer time. And I think you are very, very, I wouldn't say lucky, but you are blessed to get up on that stage because it's a top physiques, world top physiques, and it's just a honor to be there and share the stage with the best athletes of the world. So yeah, I cannot hide my excitement. I will be honest, I have been working extremely hard towards this. I have to earn my pro card, it took me 16 amateur shows to get my pro status, and it took me 9 shows to get qualified for Olympia, to win my first pro show. So going back to that, so last year when I started to compete, our goal was to get into the first call-outs. But with every show, I saw my body is achieving more and more and more. And at the one point, I felt like I have finally reached the physique that I can compete with the girls in a very high level. And something just like changed. And I started to really like believe in myself that I can do it. I think I can make another video explaining a little bit my journey through the pro league shows towards to the pro win. Maybe I will do it in the next video, just show by show. But let's get back to my pro win. It was December last year, 2019, middle of December, San Marino Pro. San Marino Pro was the stage which I stepped first time. It was my first Bikini Pro debut, and the same stage got me qualified for Olympia. I basically understood that I could get qualified already like 3 shows before my pro win in San Marino, where it's just like I knew I had to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And for me, it's very hard to prep in a winter time. It's much easier in a summertime. But as the weeks went, week by week, I saw my physique changing like so much. And and in the last big week of San Marino Pro, I saw like I can do it. The physique is there, and even when I was training in a gym, looking in the mirror, I had the tears in my eyes because I can already imagine, I could imagine that I am getting there. So I wouldn't be lying that it was a big shock, but of course it was like a surprise, and I got emotional on that stage. But I was getting my mind ready because I knew I can do it. I kind of like believed in myself, and I just gave everything. I did not have anything left to give more, and I gave it all. So I wanted to get qualified so bad because at that time I was already 1 year on the prep, and I knew my body needed a bit of rest. And if I don't get qualified, I have to keep pushing through the Christmas. But I really wanted to kind of relax and then get back to it again. I want to speak a little bit about the mindset, because as I said before, I think you win in your head already before you step the stage. So I won in my head already a week before the show. I knew I can get it done, and you need to believe in yourself so strong, and you need to know that you're so good that you step that stage as a winner. And in a pro league in this level is very, very hard because all the girls are incredible. In an amateur level, you can see like a physique missing something, but in pro league, it's incredible. And especially now in Olympia stage, it's gonna be not the next level, it's gonna be like a next dimension. And mindset is very, very important. And what I learned about them, posing is so important. I went to UK to visit a couple of shows there, amateur shows, and it's very, very good to actually go and see those shows because you learn a lot. You see on the stage the girls with a good physiques, but they don't shine through. Imagine if there's 20 girls on the stage and you need to shine through them all. So you need to learn how to get it done, how to shine. And really, from all my shows in my whole career, 26 shows, I felt like I am shining in only in my last 3. Out from 26 shows, I felt myself shining only 3. So I think if I would get that click, and if I would learn it a little bit earlier, I could get it done much faster. So this is what I am trying to teach to my posing girls as well, how important not only the posing, but it's something from within. And once you know it, and once you can show it out, that's it, you are done. Of course, if your physique matches everything, it's important as well. But yes, the mindset is so powerful. And I will be honest, in my past, not even so long ago, I was always struggling. I'm not a very strong person in the mind, but in the last year I was working on it, and I'm really like, I think I am getting much stronger. I am getting stronger mentally. It is so important to be strong mentally, because this sport is a long process. It's not the short term, it's something very long term. And you need to keep your mind clear from what you want and what you're going for. If you want to be good at this, you need to know that you are going to give everything to this, and that is going to be the thing what you are going to do. It's very hard to do something on the side and be good at the sport, you know. In my past, I was struggling about the work, and I don't have enough time to sleep because I was working enough. And And at the end, I had to give up something because I could not improve my body working so hard and so many hours. But then from the other side, I needed to earn money to go and compete in those shows, which is expensive. The sport is expensive. About the sacrifices, people say you need to do a lot of sacrifices. Well, these are kind of sacrifices. I would not call them sacrifices. I call them choices, lifestyle choices, because of course you cannot be dedicated to one thing and do another thing. It's a healthy lifestyle, so you cannot go party, or you kind of need to live healthy and to be involved in the sport. You need to love the diet, you need to love the exercise, you know. You need to know where are you going and how bad you want to get there to kind of make those choices. Like I have a girl saying, yes, well, I would like to, but I have a kids. This is just an example. Yes, I would like to, but you know, I have a kids and I can't. I take it like that is my kind of choice or sacrifice. I am old enough to have my kids, but I have a goal at first, so kids might wait, you know, so I am going for the goal. Yes, but you know, I have a mortgage, and believe me, I would love to have a mortgage, but all the money I earn is I'm putting into the sport. And these are just a couple examples, but there are so many things that are into it, because if you're lucky enough and you have a good sponsor who supports you, it's amazing. You just train, eat, and of course it's hard enough anyway, but you don't need to worry about that side, who is going to cover my trips and how can I pay the hotel, or because once you go internationally, especially from Europe traveling to United States, the price adds up like a lot, you know. So these were the things what I used to worry in my past, but since a year ago my head is so clear that I do not care at all. I know what I want, I know where I'm going, and it's like whenever I was competing, I imagine like a prep, if you like looking through like a tunnel, and I am here and the stage is at the other side of the tunnel, and everything what is going on is around. So I'm kind of like while I'm on those prep 8 weeks, I am completely like not thinking what is going on around. I'm just like looking through the tunnel, and when I finish compete, then I deal with the things which are around. This is just something, maybe it looks stupid, but this is how I see my life from the side, where from right now is like I'm on the prep. Here I am here, the stage is there, things around, I totally don't care. I don't care about the job, about the problems, about anything. Just here and there. That is what I care about. When you start to realize your priorities and start to eliminate another things which are not important, you will succeed. You will succeed. Motivation. Many people have been asking, and this is like generally girls are getting these questions, but where do you get motivation to wake up and go to the gym and train every day and diet and blah blah blah? To be honest, I don't need any motivation. I don't need to have a coffee to feel energized to train. I don't need to watch some motivational video. It's just like, it's who I am, it's what I do. I go sleep early because tomorrow morning I have my leg day. It's a heavy training, so I wanna be recovered well to get my training done. And it's like my sport, everything what I do is more like it's because of what I'm doing. It's to perform better, to improve. But of course, we all have these days that we feel a little bit more down, or we don't have enough power, but it's just like, I have never skipped my training, never. in these 6 years I have never skipped a training which I have scheduled in my plan. So it's just like, I don't know, it's naturally, I guess. It's not something what I think I have to get it done. It's something what I do. It's who I am. So after I got qualified for Olympia in December, I knew I am taking a rest. I felt like I deserve it. I said to my coach, I don't want to have any set diet. I just want to feel like I always eat healthy. I never overeat. I always keep training. I never skip my training sessions, even if I am in off season. I eat healthy. Of course, more, but I train harder. So this is what I want to say also to the girls. When you are off, sometimes, not sometimes, it's almost every time, after that body, what we have seen, what we bring on the stage, to come into the off season might be a bit frustrating, and it was for me as well the first 4 years. But I'm very happy about this time. I was very, very comfortable into my own skin. I know I got bigger. I know I lost my lines, my cuts. The frame was still there, but of course it's like a fluffy, it's all blurred, you know. But I kind of like accepted better than any other time. I don't know why. Maybe I thought like, I know it's always like when I go into off season and come back, I know I need to enjoy off season, because in no time I will be back in a shape again. So I think this is something where everyone need to keep in mind, and also me for the next time. So I don't feel bad that clothes are getting a bit more tight or it doesn't look so good, you know. So I am happy about that. The off season was great. January, February, March, I took like 3 months like in off season, training, eating good, but relaxing. So at the beginning of the March, we started like get back into the prep, and after 2 first weeks, quarantine came. And for me, I want to say I feel so bad about the girls who were on the prep at that time. I don't know, 2 weeks out, there were girls already bought tickets to Arnold, Australia. The girls were already there, ready to compete, and they got everything got cancelled. So I felt so, I speak and I have goosebumps. I cannot imagine myself going through the prep, especially like after Christmas, get back on the prep and get it done, and after 2 weeks you get cancelled. So I felt really bad. But yeah, I was only 2 weeks into my own season, starting slowly, when quarantine came. So we here in Spain, we spent 9 weeks at home. I did not skip any single training session. We have a very limited equipment. I have 1 TRX, 2 5-kilo dumbbells, 1 6-kilo kettlebell, and some bands. And I just followed through the same training program, adopting the exercise to equipment what I had available. But all these 9 weeks, I think it was 9, yeah, I did it actually so well that getting back into the gym, I don't feel like I lost something or missed something. Of course, I feel bad that I could not maybe improve as much as I would like to, or use that time really like to push some muscle harder. But also from my last feedback back in December, the feedback was so good that I don't really need to improve nothing. So I can just like bring the same look, but I know I'm gonna be better. The diet into quarantine was exactly the same, not less carbs, not more. The only thing, we added up a little bit of cardio, because simply sitting in apartment, we were not able to even walk on the streets here in Spain. So I just did a little bit more cardio than what I would do like on normal basis, which is good because it made me move. It made me like feel a bit better, you know. But yes, now coming back to the gym, I am 4 weeks into the gym at the moment. Yeah, just finished the 4th week, and it feels really, really good. To be honest, in these 6 years, I have never felt my trainings so good. I'm not rushing out from the gym at all. I am enjoying every single training session. And guys, you don't know how important is the rest for the body, because I have never felt my body progressing so fast as it does right now. It's changing day by day. I see my shoulders getting rounder, the cuts are coming back in fast, so very, very happy about that. I'm very glad about that, and I'm super, super motivated. And it's like I wake up and I'm wishing to go to the gym. I go to bed, sleep, and I'm wishing to wake up and go to the gym. That's how good it feels, you know, because the mind has got the rest, the body has got the rest, and I think it's so, so important to have that rest to have a better results. So now when I am back in the gym, my strength is picking up. The cardio we have lowered twice less. I am always on actually very low cardios. And diet wise, my diet is amazing. I think I'm one of those girls who cannot complain about the diet at all. If you follow me on Instagram, you see what I am eating daily. And actually, I know I need to make a video here on YouTube for you, like to see what I am eating, how I am prepping. I know many girls are doing, but I don't know if this is like everywhere in the world, but in Spain, when amateur girls are prepping for bikini, what I have seen, what they eat and how they eat is like so right now I'm never really very low on carbohydrates, never. So it is not a secret. I am on around 100 grams net carbs at the moment, clean carbs, without counting vegetables, without counting any hidden carbs from the other foods. So yes, I feel good, I feel strong. And the calorie wise, I'll be honest, I never count my calories myself. My coach counts the calories for me, and I count the calories for my girls, for my clients. But as he told me, we are something around 2,000. A bit more, maybe up or down, depends on the days, lower or higher. But yeah, I feel good and strong and happy. And the further plans. So we are 26 weeks out from Olympia. The further plans, as you know, I don't make the plans myself. Me and my coach, we are working together. So the goal is to I want to look decent at the beginning of August. I want to look decent. I want to look good 4 weeks later at the end of the August. So as soon as I am not putting any like date in my head, of course, except Olympia, but as soon as I look good, which is going to be something around August, we might start to check some calendar, because this is also not a secret. I have said it in public. I would like to step a couple times stage before, at least once before Olympia, to get that feeling in, because it's gonna be like a year since, with all this quarantine and everything what has happened through this time. I just want to get that feeling back and practice a little bit, and to kind of get ready for Olympia, you know. So yeah, and you know, all this time people were like doubting if there is going to be Olympia, or because the shows got cancelled, the Olympia might get cancelled. Well, I never had the thought that Olympia is gonna get cancelled. It is moved a little bit farther up in the year. It's gonna be the last show of the year. It's gonna be a Christmas in Las Vegas. I've never been to Las Vegas. Oh, this is another thing what I want to say. This is going to be my first time in Las Vegas, and it's going to be my first experience in Olympia. I know for somebody it's like, wow. But, you know, as I said before already about how hard for me was to get my pro status, to get qualified. This sport is so, I'm not gonna hide, okay? I don't have any extra help with the money or any sponsor who is helping me in this case. So everything what I work, everything what I earn, I put into my sport. Everything, literally everything. And the trips are expensive. So to go to United States just to enjoy the show, which I would love to. I was dreaming to go there every year because Danny is going there up and down every year. But it's just something like when I put the numbers together, okay, for this money I can do two shows to try to get qualified or try to earn my pro card, you know, which is like right now I think it's a stupid, because if I look at this back like 2-3 years ago, I would go every year. But you know, we all make mistakes, and we learn from mistakes. So yes, this is gonna be my first year in Las Vegas, in Olympia. It is held in a totally new place, so it's not going to be Orleans. I really wanted to see Orleans because I haven't been there. I'm actually so excited, like I've never been this excited and this happy into my prep. Usually I am like, I feel like tired because, as I also said before, my mind is not like a clear into something in one, you know, it's like around places and it's hard to put together. But now, since a year ago, I think around since a year ago, my head is like totally like focused, and I feel it, and Danny feels it too, I think so. I am enjoying this this journey, and I know this year is gonna be incredible. And I believe that as good as I was last year in my last shows, I know I have not seen my best yet, and I am super excited to see, because I see like when I train and I see the body is starting to shape, and I see myself in a mirror and the veins are starting to come out and the shoulders are popping out. It's something like you see, I am getting emotional even speaking about this. The same happened last year in a peak week before my qualification. When I saw my physique absolutely the best so far, it was hard for me to train, because every time I look in a mirror, I had the tears coming out because I knew this might happen, you know. So it feels it feels like really good. And about Olympia itself, it's hard to say what goal I have when I get there. The goal is to be there, you know, to be one of those best. This year the rules are a little bit different. So at the moment there are 26 girls qualified plus 5 from the points. So I think there is going to be something around 50 girls together, from which 25 is gonna get farther, you know. So around 50 girls is gonna go to Las Vegas, from which 25 goes farther. And the goal, of course, I want to get into that first 25. This is my first year, and I want to bring on my absolutely best, which I know I am going to do. Hopefully there is not going to be any injuries, or, you know, everything can happen. You never know how the prep goes, but so far so good. So I try not to think about that and try to think positive. So yes, this year I wish to get into top 25. I believe I can do it. I believe I can do better. But from here, I am just gonna work every year towards getting better and better. So yes, I'm super excited. I just wanted to come in here and share a little bit with you my thoughts, what has been happening all this time, what am I doing, and also if you have any suggestions what you would like to see, please comment below, or feel free to contact me. I am always trying to answer all my DMs or emails. And subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned. I know this 2020 is going to be, and it is the best year into my career so far. And I just want to share a little bit more with you what I am doing. And I have to apologize. I know I am not the best speaker. I need to practice because in a life I am such an introvert, and I'm just like focused on doing my thing. But I know, like for girls who are following me, and for me as of course I'm following some other girls, it's interesting to see the process. It's interesting to know what they're doing and how they are like improving, and the plans and everything. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching, and I wish everyone a nice evening.